Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. Did you guys like that intro? Now, if you don't recognize that intro, then you are not an OG Strongman fan, okay? That is old school Strongman. That was actually an old sponsorship. You know, some people, they take FTX as a sponsor. Some people take gambling apps as sponsored. Do they get any heat for it? Maybe a little bit, but no consequences. I take a sponsorship from a pants company, and they're actually good pants. I've worn them hiking. I take a sponsorship from a pants company, and I get nothing but hate. Grifter, grifter. That's how it works in clown world, okay? Anyway, welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. We're doing our daily e-begging stream. That's right. You either super chat me $10 or you Venmo me $9. And I talk about whatever topic you want as long as it's YouTube appropriate. It does not have to be about stonks. It doesn't have to be about ETFs. It doesn't have to be about crypto. It could be about anything. You could ask me my favorite food, how I get my hair cut, my favorite workouts at the gym, whatever you guys want to ask, okay? Or it can be about your stonks. I've gotten some funny recommendations, some very entertaining recommendations. So we're going to go for maybe an hour and a half, maybe an hour and a half, because I'm actually going to have to start doing tax returns. I actually just got paid by two separate people within the last hour for business tax returns. So it's time to get cracking, people. And if you want a handsome, high IQ man to do your taxes for you, see the pinned comment below, book a free 30-minute consultation. We'll review your prior year's taxes, and I'll give you an upfront fixed quote to do them, any state in the United States. So here's the Venmo link. Let's go ahead and hang out and do some member-only comments. Yes, I only answer your comments if you're a member. You don't like that? Call a lawyer. Meet Kevin, Jeremy, Chris saying, we all know they became big on YouTube by prioritizing super chat live streams. Oh, okay. What should I do now, Alan? Should I start shilling crappy stocks? Should I pull up my iPhone and go, yo, 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 buy options, bro. We making money every day, yo, yo, yo. Is that what I should do? Should I betray everything I stand for and sell out and become a grifting piece of scum? If that's what I should do, I'm just not going to do it, okay? I'm probably never going to be as big as any of them. That's fine, okay? I don't have to be as big as them. Would it be funny just so I can make fun of them and reach more people? Yes. But most people aren't going to listen anyway. They don't care. They don't care. They want the con men. They worship them. They're their gods. My king! Help me lose my money in the stock market, and I'll pay you for the privilege of doing so. That's how it freaking works in clown world, okay? Okay, I'll just stop doing live streams, bro. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your advice. I recognize it. Did you get them any sales? No, they actually went out of business. But hey, I got paid. Advertising, it works okay. Like, you got to have a really good sales pitch to really generate a lot of sales from advertising. I have an ad running on Meta for my tax business. Got 40 likes on it and 0 tax consultations. I'm very upset about that. Okay. Maybe I'm just not good at ads. I don't know. You guys think I'm bad at marketing? Do I market myself well as a professional? Oh, why is my phone ringing? All right. Oh, somebody paid me and somebody sent me a message on Discord. Man, that's so funny, Alan. People are paying me. That's so weird. I thought I was just the worst tax preparer in the world. I doubt it. Strongman should challenge Chris Sane to a rap battle. Dude, I could probably beat him. I can rap a little bit, You just going off the cuff. Yo, yo, yo. Your mama's You are Chris Sane. You don't have a brain. My name is Chris Bell. I will send you to hell. Yo, 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 yo. Pasta on my sweater, bro. But you got free pants, so who cares, I guess. Hey, I tried, okay? I tried. Why would someone pay $10 to talk about your favorite food? Alan, I was giving an example, okay? You little chick. I was giving an example. The point was, it doesn't have to just be stonks. It could be anything. Because you got to tell people. Otherwise, they just don't know. They just don't know. They just make assumptions. Well, Strongman's a finance streamer, so I can only send him questions about finance. That's not true, okay? I'm a CPA. I've worked in tax. I've worked in the government. I've worked for the private sector at a corporation. I was in the Army. I have children. I'm a very wise man, okay? There's lots of things I can teach you, okay? Look at me. I'm a very instructor kind of person, very knowledgeable and wise. You're already a grifter. You admitted it. What on earth is your argument here? I mean, if you're on YouTube, you're at least some level of grifter, obviously, okay? You could be an extreme grifter or you could be the lowest of the low. So, yeah, in a sense, I am partially a grifter. Do I think that I'm like the worst of the worst? No, I think I'm actually probably one of the best finance channels out there. And I actually wholeheartedly believe that. I believe that I am one of the best channels out there. Not because of the production quality, obviously. Not because of my thumbnails, but because I think I'm speaking the truth. I do believe that. I really do. Deep down in my big, beautiful heart that I just conditioned today on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes. I'm a hero. You caused him to go out of business. I hope not. Who else sponsored you? Do those other companies also burst into flame? No, I got sponsored once by Aura. Was it Aura? It was some kind of company. Like it was like a cyber security identity protection company. So they gave me an option. They said you can we'll either pay you $500 up front or you can get $250 per referral. I think that's what it was, something like that. And I took the $500 up front. But I didn't like it. I mean, the Sprite Tech guy was pretty cool. He was pretty flexible. The Aura people, or whatever it's called, they were like, oh, we got to see your video before you post it. And here's all these tools to help you do the sponsorship. So I had to let them watch my video, and I couldn't post it until they approved of it. I just don't like that. So I'll take a sponsor like from a fellow like YouTuber or like a business person or somebody I know personally. But I don't want to do like these corporate sponsorships. I just don't like it because there's too many conditions. It's not even worth the money. Let's see. I know you believe you're the best. You're delusional. Hey, being delusional, that's how you achieve greatness. Every great man before he became great thought that he was great. He believed in himself. He thought he could attain the stars, conquer the world. And I'm sure there are little haters and chicks like you. You're never going to amount to anything. And then they took life by the horns and turned their life into something great, something to be remembered. But yeah, I'd say most successful people start off as delusional. They have big dreams, right? And it's probably not likely that they're going to achieve all their big dreams, but that gets them on the path, okay? No other members here today. Is this going to be me roasting Strongman today? And of course, the next comment is another member. Doug8536. You're not at Kevin's level yet, but you're getting there. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to have 2 million subscribers. Dude, if I had 100,000, I'd be fine. Like, at a certain point, do I need infinite money? Am I a failure if I have 100,000 subscribers? I don't think so. I can make a pretty dang good living off 100,000 subscribers. And not to mention my tax business would go ballistic. Oh my God, but somebody else has 200,000 subscribers. Okay. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to be the number one in the universe because chances are you're not going to be. Okay. Do you enjoy what you do? Does it provide a good living? Do you feel fulfilled? That's important. Not, I got to be number one always. Yeah, okay. I'm actually busy, so I'll be coming in. Oh, I'm sure you're so busy. You're so important, Alan. That sounds like how sponsorships work. They'll pay you money or giving you stuff, and all you have to do is let them watch it. It's a pain, dude. I don't want to do that. And then half the time, the sponsor could be a freaking grifter. You just don't know. Okay. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. It's very rarely will I ever take a sponsor again. Not that hard. Oh, yeah. Everything's easy, bro. It's inconvenient, but that's what you get. A small inconvenience for free stuff. Well, you know what, Alan? I've made my decision. Okay. I've made my decision. What are you going to do about it? You going to post some more cheeky comments? Cheeks comments? Yeah. Remixer Darkins in the house. Ryu. I might as well co-host today. Where would you be without me? I would be lost without you, Alan. Plenty of people come here just for me. Everybody comes here for you, dude. Literally everybody comes here for you. So anyway, like I said, tax season is about to start, okay? So I will try to do as many streams as I can, but the priority is doing people's taxes. It just is, okay? People give me good money to do their taxes, and I'd rather just get it done because, they start to trickle in, and then they just come in a flood. The flood is going to hit probably, mid-February is when it's going to get freaking crazy. So if you get people's stuff up front, I want to just get it done. I got two corporations that just paid and they think they're ready to go. I just want to get it done. So I'm going to focus on those the next couple of days. And hopefully, I can't complain. It doesn't hurt to have lots of business. Hopefully I get a lot of business, and then for the rest of the year, I can just enjoy my time on YouTube. Life's good, people. Oh, but I don't have a corporate job. I don't have a job title. Oh, I'm a loser. Oh. On Friday, I was a senior accountant. On Saturday, I was unemployed. Brutal. Just absolutely brutal. Again, I'm trying to coach you, but you won't listen. Oh, thank you. Where would I be without your advice? It'd be so unfortunate if your membership expired. I can only type so fast. No one else is here. Somebody wants me to talk about LaFufu. That's going to cost you $10 super chat or $9 Venmo. Why is Strongman talking so much on Alan's stream? This is basically Alan's channel. He basically made me the man that I am today. I don't think I'd even have a single subscriber if it wasn't for Alan. I would just be a lost little puppy. Gil, please take my show. I'm sure Gil will be here any second now. Thank you, Doug. How's Gil's ETF done? Let's go look at silver. While we're waiting for silver or for somebody to give me money, let's go ahead and check out silver. Okay, SLV ETF. Whoa, Gil actually was up a little bit today. Now, he's not up on total returns, but silver did sell off a little bit. That's not a collapse, but it did go down today. What was his ETF? ZSL. Oh, Gil's up 3.55% today. That means he's smarter than me. You want to know why? Because VT only went up. VT only went up 0.23% today. Gil clapped my cheeks. Wow, the market actually sold off towards the end of the day there. What happened? Did Trump tweet something? Let's see, who won today? U.S. stocks or VT? U.S. stocks beat me today. I guess U.S. stocks are just the way to go. How did GLD do today? Just small sell-offs from gold and silver, but nothing no collapses or bubble pops. I mean, silver could skyrocket tomorrow. But man, look at that. Can you guys believe VT's at like 145? That's crazy. That's just crazy to me. I mean, 1 year just on the chart, 22.5%. That's crazy. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for buying stocks. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Okay. What's your opinion on Lufufu recently? I haven't been tracking him that much, just being perfectly honest. I mean, when I do daily clown reports, I'm going to be covering him because he's an easy one. But he's probably up to his same old shenanigans, you know. Every time one of his stocks goes up for the day, he's like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And then if one of his stocks sells off, he ignores it. And then he waits till it rallies again. And then, it's the same tricks. Same tricks. I got to make my own guild track. Good luck. I cannot keep track of that, dude. I cannot keep track of him. Let's see. Nope, just Gil, a guy who is often chatting here. Someone says VT crashed yesterday. Yeah, people, they're like, if the stock market sells off 0.5%, they're like, the market's crashing. Man, I hope there's a pop. Please. You outdid me today with VT. I was only up. I beat you today, bruh. I beat you. That's right. I was up 0.68% yesterday, though. I have international exposure in my portfolio to a global dividend ETF. Oh, interesting. Why did you choose dividends? Are you getting passive income? All right. Somebody says Lutnick made comments about 100% tariffs on Taiwan. Let's go look. Lutnick tariffs, Taiwan. U.S. to cut tariffs on Taiwanese goods after investment pledge. U.S. and Taiwan reached deal lowering tariffs to 15%. I'm not seeing anything about Lutnick wanting to put 100% tariffs on Taiwan. I mean, basically, America we're just strong-arming people. It's like, we're going to tariff you unless you invest with us. And then when they agree to invest, we lower the tariffs a little bit. Let's see. Let's read the deal here. What happened? Read The Guardian. Very liberal. All right. U.S. to low tariffs on Taiwanese goods to 15% as chip and tech business pledge $250 billion spending in U.S. operations. Bro, there's $500 gazillion just flooding in because they pledged it, bro. All right. So the U.S. said that it signed a deal with Taiwan to reduce tariffs on goods while increasing Taiwanese semiconductor and tech companies' investments in America. Yeah, you want to know what they're doing? They want Taiwan Semiconductor to build plants in America. So if China ever goes for Taiwan, we don't even need it anymore. Okay. And that's actually a logical thing to do. That's actually smart. When it comes to chips, yeah, they probably should be made domestically for like national security reasons. That's a logical thing to tariff for. Okay. It's not logical to tariff for socks. That agreement will drive a massive reshoring of America's semiconductor sector. Okay, that makes sense. Under the deal, Washington will lower tariffs to 15%, down to 20%, meant to address U.S. trade deficits and practices it deems unfair. I mean, Trump seriously thinks that a trade deficit means we're getting ripped off. Like, that's literally what he believes. I have a trade deficit with my kids. All my money flows to them. So I'm getting ripped off, bro. I have a trade deficit with Walmart. Walmart takes my money. And I don't really give, they don't really give me anything. Oh! Sector-specific tariffs on Taiwanese auto parts, timber, lumber, and wood will be capped at 15%. They'll make new direct investments of at least $250 billion. When is this happening? Taiwan will also provide credit guarantees of at least $250 billion to facilitate additional investment. Okay. The deal has key implications for Taiwanese chip-making titan TSMC, the world's biggest contract maker of microchips. In an interview, Lutnick said TSMC has bought land and could expand in Arizona as part of the deal. The objective is to bring 40% of Taiwan's entire supply chain and production to domestically bring it into America. Okay. I don't see any huge issues with this. Taiwan's trade surplus in goods with the U.S. was around $74 billion. Yeah, because they're sending us they send us semiconductors and other stuff, and we send them money. Yeah, that's how it works. Oh! More than half of its exports to the U.S. are information and communications technology products. Oh, wow, they're screwing us, bro. How's TSMC done? TSMC stock. Up 4% on the day. Woo, this thing is still ripping. Look at this. I should have just bought TSMC, bro. I mean, it's done pretty good. Where's Nvda at? Still pretty up there. Oh, I'm beating Nvidia so far this year. All right. Fascinating. You know, I own TSMC. You want to know why? It's in VT. Is TSMC in VTI? I don't know. Is TSMC stock in VTI ETF? No, it's not. VTI is designed to track the performance of just the U.S. stock market. Wow. Man, international's trash, bro. Why would you want international? Oh, I'm such a genius. I am such a freaking genius. All right, let's see. Somebody says dividends. Fake Alien says the markets are crashing, even though it's only 2 weeks in and the market's still up. It's over, bro. It's over. Okay, when VT's at $80, I'll call it a crash, okay? Trump didn't want Gil to have a green day in both silver and Bitcoin, so he didn't. I'm telling you, Donald Trump watches my live streams, and he's always looking out for Gil, okay? That's the only rational explanation. Let's see. Fake Alias says TSMC cost basis is 157. Let's see. Where's it at now? Woo! Nice double there. Okay. Yes, in VX. It is in VT. That's right. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, God. Oh, man. I'm ready to go home. You know, it's nice to stay in this hotel room. You know, the bed's comfortable. But I want to be in my house, you know. I want my beautiful house. I want my beautiful air conditioning. I want my desktop computer. I want it all, baby. I want to get to work, and I want to do it now. Oh, we got the first super chat of the day. All right, let me finish the last couple member comments. I don't want to leave the members hanging, okay? People have been complaining about that. Oil had a 2% vertical line down in 1 minute today at 3 p.m. Thanks, Big T. Big T, is that his new name? Yeah, good luck day trading under Donald Trump. You think you can predict what that dude's going to do? Anyway, Zell 4457 for $10 US. My question is, why not leverage VT? You've had the same diversity, but outperform the market if it goes up over time. 2x to 3x is too much and would get wiped out easily. But why not 1 to 1x to 1.5x? Well, I mean, I guess define how would I leverage it? Okay, that's my question. So margin rates, what are margin? Hold on, let me go look at margin rates. I wouldn't use Robinhood because they're evil and disgusting. What are Vanguard margin rates, if they even have margin? Do they even have margin? All right, margin loans, Vanguard. So the rate for up to $20,000 is the effective rate is 12%. So I'm paying 12% to borrow. That's pretty high. Okay. So I could borrow money from Vanguard, or maybe I could take a personal loan, I guess, or maybe like a home equity loan and use that to buy stocks. I just don't want to be in debt. Okay. I have low interest debt. The only debt I have is my mortgage. It's 2.89%. That's the only debt I have. And it actually has a psychological impact, number one. But it's low rate debt, so I'm not going to pay it off. But I don't want to borrow and get into debt again, pay 12% or maybe even less at other brokers, but still a pretty significant interest rate, in the hopes that I can potentially make more money. Because my thought process is I already have enough money invested now, where if I just mostly let it ride, I'm going to probably be a multimillionaire anyway in a couple decades. So I don't feel the need to leverage, to take on debt to potentially beat the market. And I also don't want to be liquidated. Okay. I have a lot of built-in capital gains. So if I somehow get liquidated, guess what? I'm going to be forced to sell. I don't want to be forced to sell. If the market goes down 50%, I don't want to be forced to sell. I just want to hold or keep buying. So I don't want to pay the interest rate. It's too high, in my opinion. I don't want to be in debt more than I have to. I just have a mortgage. That's it. And I don't want to be potentially forced to sell. Because the downside, there's lots of downsides and there's lots of psychological stress. The upside is, instead of 5 million, I have 5.5 million. I mean, does that really matter? Personally, I don't think it does. Okay. I personally don't think it's worth taking on debt. I mean, people that leverage, I honestly think people leverage because they're desperate. I think they just want to make money quick. I don't need to make money quick. I can get the market returns and own all the means of production, and I can not pay any interest to buy it. I could just use my capital to invest. So I'm just not a fan of leverage. I think it's too risky. It's psychological stress. I think you focus too much on short-term fluctuations. You don't want to be doing that, because you will. If the market sells off, you'll panic. I think you will. And if you're panicking, you're more likely to sell. But since I have no leverage, I don't have any stress. Oh, the market went down. Oh, who cares? So I'm just not. I don't want to go into debt. I just paid off a freaking van a couple months ago. That I just have my home debt. That's it. I don't want any other debt unless I absolutely have to, especially for investing, and especially because I may be forced to sell. So, no, I'm not a fan of leverage, but good question. Gil is busy making games today so he can show up strong, man. Yeah, he's trying to beat my tax business, bro. Because Strongman doesn't like big return. Yeah, I love being poor. That's why. Excuse me. Everything I said, just ignore it. I just like being poor. I don't day trade, obviously, but it did make SU and C&Q have a high volume red candle of 1% in a minute after they started getting bought up again. Yeah, I mean, stocks move around all the time. Perfect time to pause the video and FF later. You can't pause the video. You can't do that. Focus on me. I'm behind on my schedule. Gil's in the house. Yay, Gil. Has VT ever done a stock split? I don't think so. I don't think so, personally. Pissed off. I'm trying to make $1 million gross revenue this year. I got people taking longer than expected to review this stuff. I mean, if you make, like, I don't hold it against you if you make $1 million, right? And if somebody wanted to pay me $1 million to do one tax return, I would do it. But my goal in life is not to just make as much money as possible. Like, that's not my number one objective, if that makes sense. I don't need infinite money. So if I have to choose between good income and having a, pretty relaxed, mostly stress-free life versus making infinite money but being constantly stressed and freaking out all the time, I'll take the chiller life, okay? I've been stressed before. I've had stressful times. I'm good. Revenue, my avenue. Sucks having to rely on slow workers to finalize stuff. Much better to have control. I agree. I could potentially one day, if I chose to, scale my tax firm. Let's say I got all these clients just flooding in, right? I could be like, hey, I could hire employees. I don't want to deal with that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to refer clients out. That's what I'm going to do. I'd be like, hey, you want some clients? Here you go. Pay me a cut of the fee. I added more to my silver. Of course you did. I'm negative 10% on my position as of now. I think silver will tank 15 to 20% any day now. I mean, it could. It's possible. But, all right, fake list everything. But I can't control how Steam or third parties handle reviewing stuff. That's out of my control, unfortunately. You said you make all the games? Yeah, that's what. Okay, so Gil does everything, apparently. My only flaw right now is I don't have the ideas to work on. Type it into Grok, bro. Tell Grok to give you game ideas. Game design, game ideas is my weakest skill. See, the ideas, when you're a creative person, the ideas are the problem. That was my roadblock before. It's like I didn't know. I would be like, okay, I got to do a YouTube video today, but I wouldn't know what to cover. So I'd be looking around. I couldn't find anything. So that's why I'm trying to develop a routine where most of the stuff I do, I don't need to frantically try to find topics to talk about. That's why I'll have market open, market close, this stream. And the only thing I'll have to find stuff on is the Daily Clown Report. But I can just look at all the grifters channels, and there's always Chris Sane. He's pretty easy. But once I have a solid idea to execute, I can get anything done and done quick. Gil uses Unreal Engine 5, C++. These morons see slowing my next launch behind them. Gil, you might need a CPA, bro. You're starting to make a lot of money. You're starting to make a lot of money there, okay? You're at the point where if you're making $1 million in revenue, there's some things you can do to save a lot of taxes. Yeah, have you ever thought about maybe doing an S election, becoming an S corporation, paying yourself a salary, and then your profit's not subject to self-employment tax? Have you thought about that? Are you making quarterly estimated tax payments? Do you know how much you need to be paying? You got to start asking these questions, Gil. You may need a CPA. I wonder if there's one out there that could help you. Spoogum does stock splits, $50 trade range for us. What is SPGM again? SPGM ETF. Oh, yeah, that's the other global index. Yeah, this would be a good thing for me personally to tax loss harvest into. It's just the market's just been going up so much. There's nothing to tax loss harvest. There's literally nothing to tax loss harvest. Like every share lot is in the green. So I'm going to have to wait to do that. How many hours would be your max time spent on that 1 million tax return? I would do whatever I had to do to get it done. I mean, $1 million tax return. But I mean, that'd be crazy. That'd be like I honestly wouldn't be able to handle it. Like that's probably like Microsoft level tax preparation fees. Okay. I don't think I have the capacity to prepare Microsoft's tax return. Okay. I think I know my stuff, but I'm not at that level yet. Or maybe I am. I don't know. But I mean, I've seen people pay like the corporation I worked at, the job I just left, they paid like 15 or 20K to get their taxes done. I mean, it took a little bit of work, but bro, you give me a 20K tax return? No complaints. I'll do that by myself if I have to do it for 20 hours. That's pretty good payoff. Not if you use Schwab. We have the luxury of fractional shares. Yeah, you should be able to do fractional shares at your broker. If a broker's not offering fractional shares, no thanks. That's why I like Fidelity. Well, that's why I like mutual funds, and that's why I like Fidelity. Because in Fidelity, you can actually auto-invest into ETFs, and you can get fractional shares. So I personally think that's pretty convenient. It's been so long since I watched a Jeremy video. When I didn't know any better, I listened to him, but now that I am a genius, he is unwatchable. So is the magician from their crew. If I had to choose, I'd watch Andre over Jeremy. I mean, Andre can be kind of entertaining. Jeremy's just stupid. He just has feelings about stocks, and then he just says them. Oh, I think this is going to here. And then he has these stupid bull cases that make no sense 90% of the time. I don't know how people like him. Oh, he's funny. Huh. Yeah, so freaking funny. Ha, ha, ha. So entertaining with your stupid hat. Can we discuss how Jeremy pretended to close applications to his paid Discord and then open them back up a week later? We're filled up, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have any room. It's all marketing BS. It's just like Meet Kevin's thing where he's like, oh, the coupon code. So it creates urgency to sign up for his nonsense. That's just too slimy. I just don't like that. I'm just not a fan. Okay? Not a fan. Now, there is urgency for your taxes. There actually is, and it's not even grifty. Okay? You have deadlines to file your tax returns. And even if you want to extend, you still got to pay the amount that's due by the due date. That's right. Did you know that? You can't just extend and then not pay how much you owe. So what I do is if I have to extend somebody, I'll estimate what their completed return will be. And then I'll tell them to make an estimated payment if they have to, depending on how the return is going to turn out. It's kind of a guess, but you should be doing that. Even if you're extending, you should be paying what you owe. And then you just true it up when you actually get the final numbers. I mean, usually people are waiting for like a K1 or something. If I make $1 million gross revenue this year, I will hire Strongman as a... You better. You better. Meet Kevin and Graham. Me, Kevin, and Graham are so boring, too. Meet Tits Kevin is okay for news. Yeah, I mean, that's all Kevin is good for is news. I mean, he does a little bit of, like, research beforehand, but his opinions are usually not that great. And he's trying to drive you into his alpha report. He wants you to pay for the alpha report so you can get stock tips. He's not a good stock picker, okay? He's just not. We proved it. Look at the PP ETF. What more proof do you need? But trust me, the alpha report, bro. The alpha report's really good. Trust me. I'd rather watch Diamond Hands investing. Oh, I'd do something to her. I wouldn't watch her. I'm a man of my word. My stuff will be unorganized. Just, oh my God, Gil. Can you open a business bank account, please? 2025 was my last year on my 14K tax loss harvest from Voyager Digital. Yeah, I ran out of tax loss harvest this year. I had like a couple $100 of a long-term capital loss carryover. I'm out now. I'm cooked. We need a good bear market to get more tax losses in here. If it ever comes. Oh, I wonder who pitched Voyager to you. Andre has been on Dave Ramsey. When are you getting your invite? Dave is older than Dave Ramsey will never speak to me. Ever. Okay? Even if I became famous, he would never speak to me. I've talked so much trash about him and his little buddy Camel Toe. He would never, ever, ever let me interact with him. Because honestly, he's a grifter, dude. He's a total grifter. Total scumbag grifter. It's annoying that E-Trade, Morgan Stanley don't do fractional. They don't? That sucks, dude. Yeah, I would do I look into Fidelity, man. It's very convenient. Or you can just do mutual funds, and then it doesn't matter. Somebody asked me if I knew Euro troops were in Greenland. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'm in the Army, right? I'm in the Army Reserves, but I don't know where everybody is. I'm just a dude in the Army. Okay? I come down, do my training for a couple days or maybe 2 weeks, and then I go home. Like, I'm not like in the plans room seeing where everybody in the Army is. His Alpha report used to be free. Then he started charging. Of course he starts charging. And then you hear it every freaking video. Every single video, he's shilling his Alpha report. He's, well, if you had the Alpha report, you would have made money on this stock. Yeah, I'm sure I would have, Kevin. What happened to PP again?
I had to close it because it was the ETF manager's fault.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the reason, Kevin. Mm-hmm. Just lie, bro. Just lie. That's all you got to do. Not sure why people enjoy watching Andre. I mean, he's well produced. You know, he's high quality. I mean, look at me. I'm not well produced. I don't even pretend like I am. Just what it is. I still remember when you called Jeremy's crew and they promised you 30% return. Oh, speaking of which, I think I have that clip. Hold on a minute. Let's play the clip.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just had two kind of. I know we're kind of wrapping up on our time. I just had two kind of numbers questions for you, if that's all right.
Sure.
Yeah, as I said earlier, I love crunching the numbers and seeing, when I'm able to hit my retirement number as far as my portfolio size. Do you know roughly? Obviously, I know we can't predict the future, but do you know roughly what should I expect as far as stock, I guess, annual returns?
As far as the private group is concerned, I mean, at an average, you're looking at 30%. At an average.
Which one? You said 13 or 30?
30.
Sorry, I was checking my phone. Yep, that's old Jeremy LaFufu's crew, 30%, bro. And then, of course, he bought 5 companies that went bankrupt. I don't see what value he provides entertainment. Even Jeremy does not. What value does Jeremy bring? Because he just says stuff with confidence? That's not value. That's fake value. Real value would be wow, you actually outperformed the market over a long period of time. He doesn't provide value. I mean, I could do what he does. Oh, I'm just going to pump a bunch of random stocks and give BS bull cases for them and just say it with confidence. I made a really stupid trade in my TFSA with Kevin. Can't claim the loss and will never get that contribution. Yeah, I wouldn't mess around in your TFSA. If you want to trade, just have a clown account. Andre is the equivalent of jiggling keys in front of a baby's face. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's funny. You were young back then. What happened? That was that'd be 4 or 5 years ago. I'm going on 37. I'm 36 right now. In 9 months, I'm going to be 37 years old. That's crazy. Before you know it, I'm going to be 40. And then I'm going to be dead. It's going to be over. It's going to be over, boyo. It happens. Everybody ages. All right, hold on. Oh, it was Cole. Oh, yeah, that's right. Cole called in. Someone said SFY. I don't see a $10 super chat, unfortunately, or a $9 Venmo pinned comment. Oh, I can't cover that. That sucks. Tom Lee is justifying bringing Mr. Beast on board with BMNR. Why don't we give 10-year-olds FanDuel accounts? Wait, what? Huh? Are you joking? Hold on a minute. That can't be true. Tom Lee, BMNR, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast platform gets $200 million investment from Tom Lee's BitMine. Oh my God. You know what he's trying to do there? He's just trying to market his scam freaking ETF. All these crypto treasury companies are nothing but a scam. Okay. They take shareholder capital. They give you a bunch of pretty pictures in a stupid presentation, and then they buy a random clown coin. And it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy where they buy the coin goes up, more people become interested, so people put more capital into the business, so they buy the clown coin even more. It's a scam. Okay? There's going to be all these treasury companies are going to start sprouting up. Oh, what about a Dogecoin? I think there is a Dogecoin treasury. How's old Bitminer done?
Bitmine immersion.
Let's see. Down 5% today. Let's see. 6 months is down 22%. Oh, it's up 407% since IPO. Yeah, it's basically traded down and to the right ever since it really got popular. Ethereum, bro. It was Ocugen, which I lost to. Oh, ouch. What happened to Ocugen? I think I remember talking about that. It's down 13% today. Ocugen. Wow. Wow, it's actually up. Oh. So in the past year, it's up 121%. But if you look at the chart, it's like complete collapse. Just complete and utter collapse. It's literally a freaking penny stock. What a joke. What a freaking joke. Did you ever see the Forbes article? There's a Forbes article? Dude, there's so much content I haven't been able to cover. So much content. I know he got interviewed or featured on whatchamacallit, Yahoo Finance. And now he's on they put Chris Sane in Forbes. In Forbes. You have to admit, we live in clown world. We live in clown world. Nothing makes sense. Everything is backwards. Damn, man, you're the same age as my wife. I'm going to be 42 in February. I know, we're all old. I remember when I was a youth, a young man. How's Silver doing today? I'm surprised Gil hasn't talked about it that much. I think it's sold off like a percentage or something. It's not the collapse that Gil was saying was going to happen, but it did sell off a little bit. A lot of Forbes people end up as scammers going to prison, so it checks out. Oh, the finance industry is so full of scammers. Like, I don't trust anybody in the finance industry. I just don't. 95% of the time, they're scumbags. I've been watching you since I was 36. I wasted so much of my good years. Yeah, you're one of the OGs, man. I remember I was checking my emails. You were emailing me like way back in the day. All right, I'm going to get some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Man, fuck Jeremy LaFave. I think it's time we put his channel in the grave. Dude is such a clown, dude's the biggest meme. Planet 13, got him having wet dreams. The only thing he made his to the next was his mortgage. He's gonna have to sell his Teslas in his storage. Tesla, man, admit you got lucky, your morals are yucky. $60 monthly from some sucker in Kentucky, making a few thousand monthly. You think robbing people of their savings is funny? Financial education, more like chronic masturbation. Fuck that noise, listen to my proclamation. Buy BT, buy BT, buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Strong man, that's my wicket, and we buying all day. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Strong man, that's my wicket, and we buying all day. BT, my BT. Fuck Win Resort. More like Lose Resort. Tattoo chef, elf on a shelf. Suck a dick. Corsair. Your bitch got coarse hair. Yeah.
And he's back. I made it back this time. That's sinking. That faucet is so slow. It's awful. Unconscionable. Let's see. All right. Yes, you wasted your life. You could have been a billionaire if you weren't watching me. Let's see. Okay. I hope you clowns listen to me. I always listen to you, Gil. I'm curious about your life philosophy. You don't believe in heaven or hell, and you don't spend much money or do anything. Why not live life to the fullest? I mean, I do think I live life to the fullest. See, what I do is I have this like long vision or goal that I want to accomplish, and I'm striving to achieve that goal, and I'm putting everything into place. So I have this long-term vision for where my life is going to go. And I think that's how you can keep motivation in your life. I don't find pleasure in just meaningless materialism. Oh, I went and bought something. Oh, wow. I feel so good. I bought a new car. Now I'm in debt. Like, how is that satisfying? I don't see how that's satisfying. But like writing a bunch of books, getting my kids set up, having grandkids, seeing as much of the world as I can, experiences with your family. Like that's more fulfilling to me than, oh, I just got to make as much money as I can so I can buy stuff. Just doesn't fulfill me. I don't know. I'm just built different, bro. Yeah, Fake Alias has been here for 4 years. Shorting silver is easy money. It's so easy, bro. Warren Buffett always said, short silver. Pretty sure you've been able to pay for a feature in Forbes. Oh, can you pay for it? Hold on. I wouldn't be surprised. Can you pay to be featured in Forbes? Yes, you can pay to be featured in Forbes through clearly marked sponsored content or advertorials, which will look like articles but are paid advertisements, or by joining paid programs like Ford Councils, which offer publishing opportunities for a significant annual fee. Maybe I should do that, guys. I want all the billionaires to see me. Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Sane paid for Forbes. That's funny. His life philosophy is getting married and divorced as much as possible. Bro, I could have gotten remarried again if I had wanted to. Trust me, there's plenty of women that I've dated that probably would be like, oh yes, marry me. And I said, no. I love travel, but I'm also am all for the child-free lifestyle. Yeah, I just prefer to have kids. I don't know. That's just something I've always wanted. You have a family. It's nice. You have kids. You watch them grow. You love them. They love you. It's very warm and cozy, okay? I like that. It's going to be nice. Like when I'm 65, I can go see my grandkids, hang out with them. I got all these family members I can hang out with and build bonds with. I think that's like more fulfilling than just consumerism. And plus, like, I've done a lot of cool things in my life. Like, I've jumped out of airplanes. I've ridden in helicopters. I've been to war zones. I've traveled a lot of the world. Like, do I need to do that more? Just infinite travel, bro? I don't know. Some people are just built different, I guess. Yeah, man, I've been around a while. I outlasted the other character, Jeremy's dad. What happened to him? His video trying to feed tattooed chef to seagulls and the seagulls not eating it was hilarious. Yeah, didn't we do an interview? That was you, didn't? No, I think that was somebody else. I remember I interviewed Jeremy's dad, but I don't know if that was you. Or was it? That was a long time ago. I could see you paying for being featured. Yes, I'm totally the type to pay to be featured in Forbes. You think I care about Forbes? About a bunch of billionaires with their with something up their rear ends? I don't care. Sorry, won't be passing on my genes. Oh well. I had a friend who did that. He paid to be featured in those prestigious publications. It didn't help his unemployment. I'm like the anti-marketer. Like, I'm the worst marketer in the world. I just don't care. I don't care. See, but it'll make, like, you know, if I could make a decent living and still just be able to act exactly as I want to act, I think that's a huge victory. I can just, like, be myself and clown around and have fun. Still make good money. That's the ultimate goal. It's just harder to get there because, you know, people want to see the professional. You know, they want to see the suit. They want to see the, I'm very professional. Yeah, yes. I don't want to offend anybody. I'm a businessman. I just don't want to live that lifestyle. I might as well just stay at a corporation if I'm going to act like that. All I can say is strap yourself in for the teen years. It's madness. I'm sure it will be, especially with the girls.
Oh my God. Oh my OMG.
Can't wait. Got to see that next historical church, bro. Bro, when I was in Europe, I've seen a lot of Europe. It started to all look the same to me. Just being perfectly honest. Like, I go to a European city, mostly the same architecture, big church. Go to the next European city, architecture, church. It's like it was all the same after a while. I'm like, wow, another European city with a church. This is so cool, bro. I'd actually rather tour a lot of America, to be honest. Were you airborne? No, I was I went to airborne school, but I wasn't in an airborne unit. I was in a striker unit. Used to pronounce around with some mini toy dagger back in your old videos. Did I? Oh. I've forgotten a lot of things. Fake aliens. They tried to get me to do one of these articles and interviewed me for like 2 hours and then told me I needed to pay like $2,000. I started roasting them on the phone until they hung up. It was great. You know, I think I saw you post about that on LinkedIn. I was like, everything's a scam. Everything. Everybody just wants money. Okay? You got to realize as you get older, if you're young and you're watching this right now, nobody cares about you at all. Nobody cares about your life story. Nobody cares about your accomplishments. Nobody cares. Okay? They're focused on their own life. And if they see you accomplish something, they're just going to talk trash about you. So why care at all? You probably don't believe me, strong man, but I actually majored in marketing. I am not surprised by that at all. I know what I'm talking about when I give you advice. I am sure you're a marketing major, bro. Yep, marketing major. How I could not have guessed that. You talk like a marketing major. Prounce. Yeah, small knife? I don't remember. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I saw that on LinkedIn. I'm just like trolling on LinkedIn now. Let's see. Yeah, I've been shit posting on LinkedIn. It's kind of fun. Because LinkedIn's such a cesspit. It's just full of all of these freaking cheese balls just posting this stupid nonsense to try to like market how professional they are. But it's so obvious they're just LARPing. Like, it's so obvious. It's all fake. Oh, well, I had this client and he had a specific issue, but because I'm such a genius, I was able to resolve his issue. And then they try to teach you some stupid corporate lesson. I don't care about your corporate lessons. Okay? Oh, how do I fluff my boss better? Is that what you're trying to teach me? You're trying to teach me leadership, bro? Shut up.
Look at me. Look at my advice, bro.
Yeah. That's funny. Viewer post. Yeah, I just made a post. I got a decent amount of impressions. Man, I should keep posting on LinkedIn. I'm just going to get more and more clownish on LinkedIn as time goes on. It's all fakery. It's all nonsense. All right. Yeah, I have a one tax consultation tonight, and then I have one tomorrow. Hopefully more tax consultations start coming in. Gee, I wonder why all the churches were biggest around. Jesus knows everything and controls everything, but he always needs more money. Dude, every single European city has a church. That's all they are, okay? If you're going to go to Europe, I mean, you know, you should probably spend a little bit of time in every country. You know, go to the big sites. Like, go to the Louvre. Maybe go see the Alps. Go to Rome. Maybe go to Barcelona. But like, you don't need to see every city in Europe, because that after a certain amount of time, they start to blend together. Trust me. Yeah, I'll get my bro to pass on my genes close enough. Yeah. I don't know. The reason I got divorced the first time is because my queen didn't want kids. I'm like, what's wrong with you? We have so much money. You don't want kids? We're set for life.
She's like, yeah. Yeah.
So then I came back to America, and here I am. You think Jeremy could have written a better ending to Stranger Things? I haven't gotten to the end of Stranger Things. I've been rewatching it all. So I think where am I at? I think I'm in season 4. And then I think season 5 is the last one, right? Yeah, so Weak Man, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you regret selling Baba at near bottom prices? I don't really have any regrets because, like I've explained 1,000 times, I did buy a China ETF, but I guess that gets lost in the details. Yeah, too much travel is a big problem. I mean, I had fun traveling. Like, I went to New Orleans. I went to Colorado. I went to Miami. I mean, that was fun. But I don't need to go every freaking month. I'll be tired. Why didn't you talk to your first wife about kids before marriage? I was young. I thought it was just like a thing people did. I couldn't even imagine that somebody would want to be child-free. I'm like, okay. See, when I grew up, here's what I remember as a child. I remember there were mommy and daddies and kids. That's what I remember. You know, that kind of made sense to me. It's like, okay, you know, you have a family, you know, you have blood relatives, you all live together, it's happy usually. Like, that seems like normal to me. And then I come back to America and everybody's freaking child-free. Like, what's going on here? Cambodia, Thailand has too many temples as well. Thailand's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, like, go check out Asia. I went to Bangkok as a kid. I've been to China. I lived in Korea for 4 years. Korea would be cool to visit. Like, I'd go visit Seoul. And there's plenty of like things to see there. I would not go to the Middle East. I would not go to Africa. even North Africa. Like even if you go to like Egypt or something, there's threats of getting deleted by organizations, if you know what I mean. Like we because I went to Egypt. Like we took a because we lived in Italy, so we did a Mediterranean cruise. Or no, maybe we flew to Egypt. I think we flew to Egypt. And they had to have armed guards at our hotel. And then everywhere we went, they had an armed guard with us. And then we went to this historic site. It wasn't the pyramids. It was something else. And they were like, oh, you know, there was an attack here a couple of years ago and like 100 people died. Like, what are we doing here? Cost of living in Thailand is doable on your current VT. I mean, I can't leave America. Like I have kids. I can't just go fly off to Thailand. I can go visit, but I will not be able to live overseas. Honestly, I don't want to live overseas. I'd rather just visit. I'm not the passport bro type of guy. I'm the visit for a couple days or weeks type of guy. What's wrong with Africa? Are you playing? You should go, bro. You should go to Sudan right now. You'd have a good time. You should go to northern Nigeria. I'm sure you'd have a great time there. Planning on going to Egypt, Jordan in October to see Petra and the pyramids. I mean, you'll probably be fine in Egypt. Jordan, I don't know. I love African women. I bet you do. I bet you do, Alan. Ugh. Somebody says his wife is Brazilian. He tries to get her to watch my videos with me, and she doesn't get it. No, I'm a very male. I appeal to males. I do not appeal to females. I dated a Nigerian, actually. We actually don't have any, like, there's not that many, like, African immigrants in Virginia. It's like African Americans. You know what I'm saying? I think there's one girl I met that I think was maybe second generation from Africa, but usually most of the women in Hampton Roads are like, they've been there for hundreds of years. So I guess I don't know where they're concentrated at, but they're not in my area. My area is basically black and white. Like there's barely any Hispanics. There's barely any Asians. It's literally just mostly black and white. Tehran flights. Tehran. They're beautiful. A Congolese, too. I always thought the East African women looked better, personally. Like, if I had to choose, I'd probably go with East Africa. Your state needs more DEI. Yeah, we really aren't that diverse. We're not. It's like old school America, basically. I dated a black woman once. Her last name was Blackwood, so that's what I called her. She was much bigger than me. It didn't work out so well. I like when their last names are white. I think it's funny. Like Jessica White, and she's black. I think it's funny. Pull up your video, Money in the Military, the tale of Privates Derp and Slurp, to get a glimpse of one of your early Dagger videos. All right, let me pull it up. Money in the Military. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. You want to see some old school strongman? Hold on a minute. Money in the Military. Strongman. Strongman. Where is it?
Strongman Personal Finance.
Hold on. Oh, here it is. Okay, hold on. You probably This is like old school. Oh, man. Man, I'm just a funny guy. I was so young back then. I thought I could change the world. I still have that shirt, by the way. That's pretty funny. All right. Your town is basically just Hispanic and Asian. Yeah, that's definitely not my town. Strong, schlong, military MAGA. I wouldn't call myself MAGA. All right, somebody said they did a consult recently with Strongman. How you don't? I think I know who you are. You're cooked, bro. It's over. Okay. As a matter of fact, it never began. And you're getting a bill, by the way. I say free consult, and then I send them $1,000 bill. At least you showed up. You know, some people don't even show up. Hurts my feelings. Okay, I go in there. I create a folder for them. I create a little Word document that says client notes. I sit there. I'm waiting for them to come into the video or come to the meeting, and they just don't show up. And I get very upset. Now, my philosophy is if you don't show up in 5 minutes, I'm out. I'm out. And then I'll send you an email. Is everything okay? And if I don't hear from you, then I'll just move on to the next one. It's like dating. It all went downhill after that. Was that my peak video? Throwback Thursday. Hampton Roads has a lot of colors. I don't see it. Totally cooked. This needs to come back. You have time after tax season. I have no time, bro. I'm just going to run back to my job with my tail in between my legs. Totally cooked. My city is very diverse. Nope, not in Hampton Roads. It's one or the other. I mean, maybe in Virginia Beach it's different, but I don't live in Virginia Beach. Woo. All right. Slow day today. I'm so poor. What am I going to do? Let's see. Yep, tax consultation at 7:30. And then I got another one on Friday at 7. And then Saturday morning, I'm getting into my car, my rental car, and I'm driving home. Army duty. I don't even feel like I'm self-employed right now because I'm still doing wagey stuff. So I haven't even gotten into the groove. I think I'm gonna download a Webull desktop for market open. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use Webull desktop just to see what's going on. I'm gonna have the stock market heat map on a tab so we can see where all the stocks are going in the day, and then we can look at like biggest movers, stocks that went up the most, stocks that went down the most, and then we can try to cover the most breaking news. And I think that'll be the market open. I'll maybe have it last an hour, hour and a half, depending on how it's going. I think I'll start it at 9, and then we'll go to like 10 or 10:30, depending on it. And then I'm going straight to the gym. Do you even like VA? Or would you like to move? Virginia's okay. It's not bad. I'd rather live further south, but it's not the worst. Does the Army pay for your rental car? Yes, they pay for everything. Hotel, rental car, food. It's pretty nice, okay? Because, like, if I had to pay for my own rental car and I had to pay for my hotel, I wouldn't even make any money. So the Army, like, when you go and travel, they pay for your hotel. They give you a food, like basically a fixed food stipend every day. And they pay for your rental car, for the gas, for the parking. It's all included, basically, but you're there on duty. It's not a vacation. Strongman, any special tax write-offs living in Virginia as a W-2 wagee? I mean, for an average wagee, not really. Maybe contributing to a 529 plan. There's not that much. Have you ever signed up for paid grifter classes to make fun of them, of course? Hell no, I'm not paying for them. Unless it was like $10. The only thing I thought about doing was what's that guy's name? There's this his name's Wheat Waffles. So Wheat Waffles is this like a B-pill YouTuber, the pill that is black YouTuber. And he has this face rating service where you send this kid a picture of your face. It's a dude. and he tells you how attractive you are. So I was going to pay this dude like $25. I might still do it as like a stunt. I was going to pay this dude $25 to rate my face, to tell me how attractive I was. Oh, man, you can't make this stuff up. But no, besides that, I don't think I've paid for any grifters. I mean, it's not worth it because, like, let's say I pay a grifter $100 and then I make a video and I get $20 in ad revenue. Okay, I just lost money. Like, it's not economical to pay for these freaking clowns. Now, if I was a much bigger YouTuber making way more money, okay, maybe that's a different story. But I'm not going to lose money on a video for no reason. Do you have to submit receipt? Yeah, so you don't have to submit receipts for food. They just give you a flat amount every day. You do have to submit receipts for the hotel, the rental car, the gas. And basically you have a government credit card. So you put everything on the government credit card. I don't put food on there. And then you file your voucher when you get back home, and it directly pays off the credit card. So if you file your voucher correctly, you don't even have to, it just pays your credit card off to the exact cent. But you got to be careful, make sure that you actually pay off your government credit card. So that's how it works. The next thing you know, Strongman's going to have his own Webull coupon. I don't think so. Am I still single? It's complicated. That's a funny comment. But no, there's seriously a kid out there who you send him pictures and money, and he rates how hot you are. Like, I mean, it's a clever business model. I mean, it's like, it's kind of, it can be unethical maybe, but it's pretty clever. Like, somebody sends you a picture and for $25, you just tell them how hot you think they are. That's the easiest money I've ever heard of in my life. It's almost as easy as sponsored videos. I like doing sponsored videos. That's right. You want a sponsored video? $50 or $45 if you're a non-member. I got my own little grifts. Pay me $100, I'll debate you. Sponsored videos, $50 a pop. People will pay it too. People will pay it. Can you get credit card points for government expenses? No, because you're using the government credit card. You can get like rewards points. So if you take a certain airline or you stay in a hotel, and I should probably do this. So like I can get rewards points for this hotel, but I don't get any credit card rewards because I'm using the government credit card. And they turn it on and they shut it off. So when you're on travel, the government credit card's on. As soon as you're done, they shut it off because people will charge stuff to their government credit card when they're not even on duty. So they had to devise a system to stop idiots from using their government credit card outside of duty. So I don't use mine, obviously. I use my beautiful Fidelity. It's my baby. Whew. All right, we'll do about 15 more minutes, and then I got to prep for my tax consultation. Let's see if he sent me his tax return. Did you send me your tax return, good sir? Let's see. Yeah, when I do tax consultations, you have to send me your last year's tax return so I know what you're doing. And then you got to tell me if anything changed this year. And then I give you an upfront quote, okay? You pay one fee unless you lie, and then you pay more. All right, his taxes are there. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, cool. But yeah, I mean, the tax consult is usually 30 minutes, but it can be a lot faster. Just, hey, how's it going? So you're just, what do you mean? I'm not ignoring your comments. Stop whining. Talk about quantum computing. Do I look like a quantum computing expert to you? Let's see. Oh, somebody bought my book. Thank you. How the book sales doing? Let's go check the book sales. It's actually pretty profitable because, like, as long as you don't pay for an editor, I mean, maybe I'll use ChatGPT to help me edit this time. Last time I literally just wrote my book in a PDF or a Word document and uploaded it, and that was my book. So I did not want to pay an editor because I knew I wasn't going to make a lot of money off of it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to write this book. I'll look over it a couple times, and then I'll upload it. Let's see. Any sales this month? I got one sale. Somebody bought my book on January 3rd, 2026, and I made $5.17. Not bad. Not bad, people. If anyone is buying your Tattooed Chef, I guess so, but good luck catching a bid. How do you still have Tattooed Chef? I don't even know. What's the market cap of Tattooed Chef? The millionaire maker. Staking his whole reputation on it. All right, it says 83 and market cap of $83. I don't know if that's accurate.
TTCF.
Tattooed butt crack. Yeah, the market cap is literally $84. I'm sure you could get a lot of money for your shares, bro. Oh, God. Life of a streamer. That's what I am now. I'm a streamer. Now, I'm going to try to finish those 2 tax returns that I just got paid for this weekend. And then I'm sure the rest will start flooding in before you know it. And that's when the fun begins. Let's see. All right. All right. All right. Well, I think that might be it. Kind of a slow day. 1 super chat. It's okay. Like I said, I'm going to do these regardless. I mean, even if I just get 1 super chat, at least I was doing something. The last thing I want to do, I just don't want to be, sitting in the house doing nothing. Because if I'm doing nothing, I'm not making money. And I got to make money. Got to pay my bills. I got mouths to feed. All right, well, I think that's it. I'm going to prepare for my tax consultation and maybe start the tax returns. Like, subscribe. Consider joining as a member to support the channel. Also, consider booking a free, and I mean free, 30-minute tax consultation. I am a certified public accountant and would gladly do your business and or personal taxes any state in the United States. You can talk to me for free. I give you upfront fixed quotes, and I'll prepare your taxes like a boss. Cheers.